lay some chills, bruh. It's week 2. She had yesterday. Yesterday was Mother's Day. Chill out. It's Monday.
Damn, that nigga Chase, what's what? Nah, hey, 4th and 3. Hey, 4th and 3, he got a punt, right? Hey, 4th and 3, he got a punt. He on the 39, on his 39. 39 going in? Hell no. He probably trying to make me. Man. You can't pause it. You can't pause it when he no huddle. That's how you got me. What the fuck nigga name at?
Okay, here we go. We got a game. 3 minutes to go. Shaq and Mike.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I guess they know the rules. Yeah, let niggas in the chat don't know the rules. The lead don't know the rules.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now King on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. King throwing on 3rd and long.
Hey, put the 4th down rules on.
Here for Bryant, and it's intercepted.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Derek Brooks off the break, baby. Let's go. Me, bitch.
Certainly
Hey,
not how they envisioned
still not little ad-libs, ain't you? Shit. God damn.
I'm channeling my inner Booney. Fuck that.
Motherfucker sound like Jesus. Yeah. Shit.
Best linebacker in the league. There we go.
Funny as hell.
Oh, you know I'm butt. Don't worry about it.
Oh, nah, man. You can put it together, man. You just don't. Oh, man.
On 1st down, McFarland, and they're going to stop
y'all gotta
right
block.
at the line.
Y'all gotta block.
Just no cutback line to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too.
I've seen enough.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side. Braxton, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They should let Nano win. Nano got the rules. That's what Nano do. Pop me my rock, you ass nigga.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it should be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. King. Caught. It's Wilson.
What to be that T Black?
He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw is King on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on.
That's a pretty darn good start this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one
like
here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. King. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yo. Hey, we go for chicken chili.
Now it's just
Call timeout, baby.
Get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. King now, operating from the gun. And that will be
Pump that shit up.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and 11. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 19 and a first down. Here's King throwing on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I don't even know. Why is this nigga still in the game? Hold on.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
You.
Look.
Ready. 60-yard. Max 56. Got to do better. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Right there. 56. Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 31.
Now back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
I'm playing good defense, man. My offense letting me down right now.
From the gun, King. He finds his man Johnson. 13 yards and a 1st down count.
Oh, he got first off of that? That's
A lot
bullshit.
of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This motherfucking defense is giving him problems.
It's absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. King.
Oh, yeah, no time, baby. You get no time back there. You getting no time back there.
All the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check. Fresno.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. Braxton. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
That's where you belong.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the pass. 56.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
56. Hey, pick your game up. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Let's go. Do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going to give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Now they're cheating.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go,
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down. Watch twist. Let's go. Come on. Hey, tight. Buzz. Signal.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. King operating from the gun. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
This game's cheating like shit.
Continue to pour it on. Now the extra point
Playing
try
jungle.
forthcoming.
It's 35-3 now.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now.
It was
as he
just
knocks another
7-3.
one through to extend the lead.
Yeah, now I'm at home.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They gave his ass a sack, fumble, touchdown. They gave him all types of shit, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Brings up 3rd down. 56. I'm coming.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. So left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Wide. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, but to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is King. Off play action. Complete. It's Johnson. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Intercepted all day, baby. Yeah.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Exit. At 25 the mic. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. King now throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's King to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
58 to Mike.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking for and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys?
Right now.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Let's get this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check nine, check nine.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
They robbed the shit out of me. God damn.
Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I lost the jungle. Shit, man, everybody losing. God damn. That shit was 7-3, man. Then the shit like floodgates, man. This shit is ridiculous. But the nigga Deuce Ramsey got an interception. I was playing everything, man. Zone, man. He was killing my zone. That's why I had to go to man. This shit was ridiculous. Man, when we advancing, man, fuck this shit.